Hello, Dave.
Hello, Ian.
Now, this is the Apex Adjacent podcast. It's a car show, usually, whatever. One thing I need from you right now, though.
Okay.
First of all, are you okay? How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay. Are you? We're remote, obviously. So, are you sitting down? Oh wait, no, I can see you. You're sitting down. Okay, Dave is sitting down.
Same physical space.
We're in the same room.
Down.
Okay, Dave is sitting down.
Uh-huh.
Dave, I'm glad you're sitting down. We're gonna get right into it. Because I think we need the time.
Okay.
Because I feel like, you're gonna need a minute.
Okay.
After you see what I'm about to show you.
Okay.
Now, for maybe people who are new here, or people who have forgotten, or people who have listened for a long time but have been hit on the head several times,
Sure.
which would explain why they still listen to this show. In the past, we have seen some things and been sent some pictures that have particularly haunted Dave.
I'm a sensitive, soft boy.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it's a particular genre of modified car
Uh-huh.
that really gets to Dave. Really burrows in there
Uh-huh.
like a brain worm.
I had a nightmare about a CARSTANZA that we saw.
Right. It was a Kia something, Hyundai something.
It was a Kia Sorento SUV with a fake X5, BMW X5 grille tacked to the front.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it has the soundtrack is like ging, ging, like horror movie sounds.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The sound you hear at a jump scare.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, friend of the show, Ryan West,
Yes.
sent us something on Twitter, and Dave has not seen it yet.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're sitting down. How does the mic do picking up your voice if your head's between your knees? Because I feel like that's where
Let me try.
This-
How's this? Is this good? Is this anything?
looking great.
How are the levels?
I love
Okay.
it. All right.
Okay.
So don't look at the screen.
Okay. All right. This has been a recurring theme of me not looking at the screen.
I'm so excited to share this with you and the people. Let me
Just gonna look at my lock screen, which is a picture of my wife.
let me just go ahead and
I'll be going from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows.
Now, Dave has not seen it yet, but dear listener, what is on the screen is going to be the death
man.
of Dave's sanity.
Oh,
All right,
no.
Dave, let's go ahead and take a look and just tell the people in real time what you're seeing.
I kind of don't want to now.
Oh, it's pretty spectacular.
Okay.
You
all right.
might. Here's the thing, though. There's a non-zero chance that you'll love it,
Okay.
or it'll send you into some sort of psychotic episode. And there's no in between.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man, Siri, what's my blood pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Whoa. It's a minivan
Yeah.
with a Jaguar S front end.
Yeah. It's an S-type front end that's been grafted onto, I believe, Ryan says it's a Toyota Sienna, and I believe that's right.
Oh my God.
It's a beautiful shade of blue. A beautiful shade of blue
With the white roof.
with a white roof, which is an odd choice.
It looks like a Photoshop come to life. And there's a real Jaguar parked next to it.
Right. I have questions and theories.
Oh, wow. I have a lot of questions. And I have to say, off the hop, I don't hate it.
I thought that might be your answer because this is one car, the Jaguar S-Type
Uh-huh.
is a car that we have different opinions on.
Right.
Because
right.
I think you kind of don't hate it.
Yeah, I kind of don't hate it. I honestly can't even fit in the passenger seat of that car. Yeah, I had a friend that had one.
And I think it's basically a war crime. So, slightly different opinions. And I was curious to know how you were going to react to this.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take a drink because, wow. Yeah, it's a lot. Listeners,
It's a whole thing.
Thank you, Ryan, for sending this.
Such a good spot.
Yeah.
massively.
Oh wow! It looks like it was decently done.
Right. Somebody put some work into
They
this.
did. Like somebody, like our buddy Peta used to do boat building, and so like his fiberglass and epoxy skills are second to none.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody from that kind of trade, like is like they did this for fun. Like they're just showing off.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a theory.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
I have a theory about this.
Okay.
Because there's a couple of clues here that I think this is and it makes me appreciate it more, thinking that this theory might be right.
Okay.
So if you look at where we are in this parking lot, this is an office park sort of thing, and Ryan said it's outside a big office park in Minneapolis. That's a big area.
Okay.
But we're off in the corner here.
We are. Yeah. There's not a lot of other cars around.
Right. There's an empty space right here.
Yeah.
We're kind of like in a weird little corner.
Yeah.
And there's that other Jaguar next to it. I think this is a spite build.
I think you might be right. I think this person in the van might be trolling their coworker.
Yes, I think
hard.
I think their coworker bought that Jaguar and then didn't fucking shut up about it.
Right. Yes.
And parked it way off in the corner.
Right.
And so this person, at great expense.
I mean, this is thousands of dollars to do this work.
Absolutely. And you know what? Worth it. If this story is true, if it went down the way that I think it went down, we've 100% worth it.
We've got to find this person.
So their coworker, their loudmouth coworker,
right,
bragging about their Jag every day. One day they park next to another Jaguar.
Right.
I want that to be true so bad. I've never wanted anything to be true more than this thing that I completely made up based on two pictures that somebody sent me on Twitter.
A thing that I would love is if all of you have what I'm going to call like good Jag, bad Jag owner in this picture, right? The bad Jag owner is the black one in the back.
Yeah.
That congruent with your theory that won't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
The good Jag is this good Samaritan with too much money and time on their hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how I see this playing out, right? The bad, everybody else at work is so sick of the bad Jag person that this
was an office pool situation,
but that they also have good Jag guys, minivan Jag guys back.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, Lucille has a Jag too.
Right.
Right.
And so everyone's in on it.
Right.
So no one will be like, I didn't even know. Everyone plays along super gamely with it. Like, I didn't even know Jag made a minivan. That's amazing.
Right. Oh, you have a Jag? Lucille has one too.
Yeah. I think she had to import hers because I've never seen it before.
Right. I think hers is harder to come by.
Yeah.
Right. I want I like Jaguars. I think that they're nice. I especially like the new ones, right? You know me, I love a big luxury sedan.
Yeah.
Right? Got a soft spot in my heart for stuff that's definitely going to break down.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just thinking we're going to be really embarrassed if that's not actually a Jaguar, but it is.
Okay. Yeah. But I forgot where I was going with this. I like trolling the Jaguar owner.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
I think of these that we've seen, because I'm thinking of like that Dodge Dakota, and the Kia Sorento that we were talking about.
Yeah,
this is absurdly well done.
It is like the fit and finish looks just as good as anything from the Jaguar factory. I'll tell you that.
Like disturbingly well done,
right? Yeah, the paint, like they spent thousands on this paint alone, just in paint. Right?
Yeah. I don't know why it fits as well as it does.
Oh my God. This person is a mad genius.
Yeah. Yeah, something. I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like this person, whoever did this, has a level of skill of bodywork and fiberglass and stuff like that, where like something like this is just something that they could knock out. Right?
or there's some sort of mass hysteria event going on that we don't know about.
Okay.
And I'm looking up right now. Toyota Sienna Jaguar body kit.
Okay.
And this is how Google just sends a doctor straight to my house.
Why are we not Googling live on the Google? You have the computer keyboard.
I
right
don't
there?
know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Come on, co-producer.
Okay. All right.
Co-engineer.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Toyota.
Yeah.
Sienna.
Oh man, that would be so
Body
crazy.
kit.
I viewed a pancake recipe 21 days ago.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so there's a Lexus front end.
I feel like it would pop up like
right.
pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh,
That's
always good.
This is a good sign. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Wow, this person really, whoever you are, we need to meet them.
I have so many questions.
I want them on the show.
But I mean, also, I kind of don't.
Right, because like that never meet your heroes kind of thing, right?
Right. The story that exists in my head
right.
is just way better. You know?
Yeah, because they could be like, oh no, like I had the minivan first, and then Brian over here went and got the
right.
F-Type, right?
Right.
Yeah, not F-Type, but yeah.
Oh, here's Toyota Sienna carbon fiber hoods and spoilers.
Nice.
But like, I don't think this is like a thing.
I think this is one of those kind of like aggregators that sends universal parts.
Yeah.
Universal parts. Yeah. No, whoever made this, like the headlights, they have like the contour of the headlights into the hood like a real S-Type.
Yeah. So I mean, the hood and this piece,
the front bumper,
is all different. And I don't know. I'd have to look at a picture of a regular Sienna and see if that cut is the same. But I mean, they continued that body line,
right?
From the Sienna.
This is insane. Like,
it's crazy, right?
It's insane that this is a real picture that we're looking at.
Right.
Ryan, if you see this again, you have to leave a note on this person's car. You have to get them.
Leave our phone number.
Yeah. Oh my God.
720-515-1391.
And just tell them that we love them. And if you want, I'll Venmo you like $20 just to slide under their wiper blade that you can just Sharpie great job onto.
It's so bizarre.
It's amazing. I honestly admire it.
Okay.
Like the thing about the Kia Sorento, like with the X5 grill, was that it was absolutely done with I am passing my Kia off as a BMW.
Yep.
Right? Like Right. Whereas this is just there must be a gas leak in my apartment.
Yeah.
And I have too much money to burn.
Well, and again, like if it's this is a classic of like, who is this for? Of like, if this is sincere, which I really hope it's not. I really hope it's just a massive troll to their Jaguar owning coworker.
Right.
But if it's actually sincere, this is the best example of like, who is this for?
Right.
Because anyone who knows enough about cars to recognize a 20-year-old Jag at this point, right? Like, it's a 20-year-old Jag and that's a Jaguar front end.
Right.
Would also know they never made a minivan.
It's fucking brilliant, man.
And I mean, honestly, it ends up looking more like it looks like a Rover.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point. You're right. Like a Rover 75 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because the grill is like so high up off the ground.
Yeah.
Look up Rover 75.
Yeah.
It ends up looking more like maybe it's the Rover 25, or is it just an older one?
Yeah, but similar to that with the 4 headlights.
Yeah. But there's a Rover model in my head, or like almost like a London Taxi too, but like where it ends up looking a little more like that than a Jaguar. Anyway.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
Right, but just the proportions of it.
Right, it does. Yeah. That's amazing. Also, I love that their parking job is not good.
Yeah. Well, so that was what originally was like, oh, this is a troll.
Right.
Of like, I got to make sure no one is parking next to me.
Right.
In my Jag.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, if this person's coworkers are all in it on it, that would just restore so much of my faith in humanity that like yeah.
I like that idea. I take it a step further. I think there was a donation jar.
Okay.
In the break room.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And then the CEO is driving by and going like, "We got to get these bonuses in check, man. This is out of hand."
I know we're doing well as a company, and you should reward your employees. But what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, that's amazing. That's so crazy. Ryan, I can't thank you enough for sending this in. This is, Ryan West from the Untitled Car Show.
Yes,
definitely check him out. Check out the Untitled Car Show. Jesus,
yes.
Tell them that this minivan drove you there because, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I might dream about this one tonight, but it's not that bad. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like the BMW Dodge Dakota and the Kia Sorento X5, like those are just going so hard where it's the person that has that car is lying to themselves as well, right? They've done so much work that in their head they're calling it a BMW or they're calling it, right?
Well, I think it was two different things because the BMW, the Dodge Dakota thing kind of fits with this too because it's another example of like, well, BMW never made a pickup truck,
right?
So like who is this for,
right?
I agree with you about the Sorento and the X5.
Right,
like that's somebody who's like, I'm going to fool people.
Right, including myself. Right?
But if you remember, that Dodge Dakota had like a whole other set of things. Like there was the giant teddy bear in it and like
the fiberglass work on the grill, the cat eye, like things that were stuck to the outside of the lights.
Right. Just like alternating like terrible workmanship and just like way too good workmanship and like the wheels.
Yes.
The wheels.
Yes.
Oh my God. Anyway. But this, it's almost tasteful.
It's like
it's almost tastefully done, which I don't think I would ever say about, because I don't think the front end of the S-Type is tasteful.
Right. No. Like I kind of like this more than just an S-Type.
Or a Sienna.
Yeah. There you go. That's a great point. When you take like the peanut butter and a jelly and you get that thing together.
Yeah.
Right? The thing that you like, the sum is greater than the parts, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But also I feel like I'm not correct for feeling that.
It's a little wrong.
It is a little wrong, yeah.
And that's okay. That's part of the allure. That's part of the taboo.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, if this is not some like fiberglass production facility or something like that, where like this is their company car and they're just flexing the shit that they can do, right? If this is truly the work of a human being and not a corporation, as some kind of sales display vehicle,
joke's on you. It's carbon fiber.
Oh my God! Right? Yeah. What's next? Like a Koenigsegg Sienna?
And it's actually mid-engine.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
fantastic. I love it. And I love it. Like it's not I think the other thing that I love about it is they didn't go for the hood ornament.
Yes, they did not.
They didn't put the Jaguar hood ornament on it, which I think is just like, that takes it to like another level.
Right. That's where respect comes into this.
Restraint.
Right. Exactly. You do something this bananas and you back off.
Right.
For the hood ornament. The easiest thing to do. That's a good point.
Like that's the thing that like 90% of these maniacs who do this sort of stuff, that's the first thing they would do.
Absolutely. The hood ornament.
The hood ornament.
Sometimes they just stop there.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine clicking add to cart on all of this and then going, you know what? No.
Right.
Too much.
Removed from car.
Too much.
Uh-huh.
Dial it back.
Yeah. Wow.
The phrase "dial it back" exists in this person's lexicon. That's insane.
It is. It is. Yeah. They were like, well, obviously I'm not crazy. As they're building a Toyota Jaguar minivan. No, somebody was like, well, where's the hood ornament? He's like, fuck you, the hood ornament. I'm not a maniac. That's some kind of psychopath.
Yeah.
Right? Like they take offense to it.
It's amazing.
Right?
It's a thing of beauty,
Yeah. I mean,
madness, genius.
see, that's the thing. Like the things that we called crazy, right? That turned out to be good. Right? Yeah. It's amazing.
Well done. Well done, Ryan. Well done, everyone involved. I applaud everybody except for you and the Black Jaguar. You know what you did.
Shut the fuck up about your Jag, Brent. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Ian.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yes.
Wow. That you need to put that in the regular done folder, not just the Dave Don't Look folder, because
We're going to need to revisit.
yeah, this isn't the last time this car is going to be on the show. I
well-
can tell you that.
We'll come back to it.
God, we got to find this person. Okay, I'm going to go on a detective hunt on Instagram and stuff and see if I can find him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Ian.
You beautiful,
Oh.
beautiful maniac.
What do we even do from here?
We have a license plate game to play.
Everything else seems so mild
I know.
compared to this.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So I have a license plate game for you.
Okay.
Here. Would you please kindly avert your eyes from the screen for a second? I need to make sure that
I would love to. I'll just stare at this magnificence that's before us.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Is this the right
The white
picture?
roof is really
Yeah.
it's
Right? And let me make sure the
interesting touch.
answers are okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Ian,
yes.
this license plate game
Okay.
has a theme. The theme is insults.
Okay.
Okay? So tell the folks what you see here.
Okay. So, fatty
Uh-huh.
with one T,
Uh-huh.
which makes it fatty, fatty. Stupid,
Uh-huh.
just spelled correctly,
Uh-huh.
which is refreshing, honestly.
Right?
And jerk 2,
It implies that there was a jerk one.
or it's a verb.
Right. Which would be very unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then for cars, we have, is that a BMW X40? What am I looking at? X5.
Yes, so that was sent to us by our friend. Let me pull up his name and make sure I pronounce it correctly.
Okay.
All right. Chris Ravert.
Okay.
So thank you, Chris, for sending us the BMW X5.
And then what's the license plate holder say?
Yes, so that license plate holder, let's see if we can zoom in.
Enhance.
Ian, I'm enhancing.
Enhance.
It's just a standard BMW Portland
Gotcha.
license plate surround. Yes.
Okay.
Chris is from Longview, Washington.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So thank you, Chris.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so you've got your BMW X5. You've got your
A Cadillac DeVille?
yeah, that's what I
think?
think too. Yeah, like that North Star V8, like
Yes.
like 1998 ish
Oh,
era.
God, we're gonna get notes, and I got the wrong one. But I think
Right.
it's a DeVille.
Yeah, I think it's a DeVille. Okay.
Okay.
Then lastly,
And then an old Ford F-150.
yep, just a good old Ford work truck with a check plate
Yeah.
toolbox in the
Yep.
back and
Mhm.
the rust exactly where you think it is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, and so I have to assign fatty, stupid, and jerk 2
Yes.
to all of these.
Uh-huh. It's just insane that someone would just have a license plate that just says stupid,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah. I mean, jerk too. Yeah.
So jerk is the curious one here to me.
Okay. All right.
So okay, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay. So jerk could also be like a lifting thing, like a weightlifting thing.
Oh, okay. Like clean and jerk, I think
Yeah.
is what yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it could be someone who's a jerk.
Or maybe hoping that Steve Martin makes a sequel.
Steve Martin's agent.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I love that. Been trying to get this done for 40 years.
He hates these cans again. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Oh, the truck was sent to us by our buddy Eric in Illinois. So thank you, Eric.
I don't know why. I'm just going to go with my gut.
Okay.
And I don't really have great reasoning.
Okay.
I'm going to go jerk 2 with the BMW.
Okay.
Fatty with the Cadillac and stupid with the truck.
Ian,
Yes. Would I like to change my answer?
would you like to change your answer?
How many of the answers should I change?
I can't tell you that.
How far off am I? I don't want to change my answer. I feel pretty good about it. I think jerk 2 is maybe either a comment on BMW drivers, like it's a meta thing about BMW drivers, or it's like a weightlifting thing. Either way, I think it's the BMW.
Okay. Okay.
I think Fatty with the older Cadillac, I don't know, it just makes sense. And then and stupid, I just like picture like a kind of a grumpy person
Okay.
driving their work truck around.
Okay.
And you're like, this is stupid.
Okay. Or like Red Foreman from the 70s show, right? Like
Red Foreman. What do you mean?
like that's the attitude,
Yes.
right,
Yeah.
of this truck driver. Like dumbass, stupid.
You mean Red Fox?
No, Red Foreman
I don't know what Red Foreman is.
from the 70s show. Like
the 70s
yeah,
show.
Yeah, the 70s
Oh,
show.
I thought you meant a show that was on in the 70s. I've never seen the 70s show.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. How poorly did I do?
Very.
Oh, no.
Ian, here are the answers.
Oh.
Yep. You've got stupid on the BMW.
Okay.
No idea why, and I'm sure Chris doesn't know either. So thank you, Chris. Jerk 2, this is one I saw, and I see because it runs in my neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen it at my grocery store a couple times.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the person that it belongs to?
No.
Okay. Well, I need more information.
Yeah, I'm
Try harder, Dave.
You got it. Fatty on the truck from
Fatty on the truck.
my buddy Eric in Illinois.
Yeah, Fatty on the truck. Okay.
Yep.
Damn, man.
Right?
Stumped.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that I don't know. The one that bothers me the most is the X5, right?
Why?
I don't know. It's just one word, stupid. It's a waste of money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And
Well,
so is the
X5.
Ayo.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, why?
Well, I mean, but that's
Yeah.
these license plates in general is just like, it's a bit of a waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we just look at that weird minivan again?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just the podcast is like 30 minutes of silence. Like every now and then, like a cough.
Okay. Someone gives this to you.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right. And they say, I'm entrusting this with you.
Okay. All right.
You must modify the interior.
Uh-huh.
What's the first modification you do to the inside of let's assume, totally stock Sienna with that front end?
Yeah. My first modification would be like properly quilted seats.
Okay.
Like kind of VIP build caliber quilted seats.
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. What about you?
I was going to say like shag carpet or like disco ball.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
But no, I think your answer's right.
No, I actually think shag carpet's the best that we've workshopped so far.
Right?
Yeah.
Like brown shag carpet.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what else? What else? Are we
I
talking-
also, hold on. I just also
Yeah,
want to point
yeah.
out the other angle of this van.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it has a vanity license plate.
No, it doesn't. It just has a standard plain old plate.
And again, this is a slightly missed opportunity because if it said like my Jag on it
Right.
or best Jag, best Jag is I think what you want to go with.
I think that we still have enough in the Apex adjacent swear jar
Yeah.
to buy this person a vanity plate.
Right. It's just like again, it's an example. It's the restraint,
Right.
in
right.
some places,
Right.
and then, hey-o!
I would. I'm gonna choke. Okay.
Oh,
All
what
right.
is this? What's this? Oh, enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Here,
Can you enhance more?
Let's see.
Can you zoom in more?
I think we can.
Oh boy!
There's this. Ian noticed a
There's a
sticker on the back window.
Sticker on the back window. What is it?
I can't tell.
Am I about to be disappointed?
Yeah, it's just a little blurry.
I hope it's a Jag. I'm just gonna assume it's a Jag Owners Club sticker.
That would be great. Or if they had a license plate frame from the Jag dealer,
See,
right?
See,
Right?
Yep. Just very subtle.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Tom Evans Jaguar or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
I think this sticker's probably like a parking permit or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the best.
Okay. All right.
Well, Dave, we need to move on from this
We do.
van eventually. The license plate game was lovely. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
We
you.
appreciate your time and effort. We have seen some things.
Yes.
Current show. Jenny and I have seen these two things, and I regret to inform you that the Tesla people are at it again.
Okay.
So this is the first one that I saw.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So it's what, a Model 3 with
It's a Model 3, I think. Yeah.
vanity plate that says "No gas."
Yeah.
Sure, buddy. Okay. I mean, that's okay. Fine. Oh, and then a X-type
I think that's a.
Model X. Yeah.
It's either a Model X or a Model Y. I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was like in and out of traffic, as you can tell.
Wow. Yeah, and it says "gas sucks." GASSUX.
Which I'm honestly slightly surprised they let them do,
Yeah. Right.
because I think usually they don't let them do like sucks and stuff. But it just got me thinking of like, the lack of self-awareness
Right.
and like, because there's a very much this is what I think I'm saying
Right.
to the world,
Versus how it's received.
right?
Okay.
But like, everyone else is filling in all of these blanks
Right.
that I'm completely blind to.
Right. Uh-huh.
And then just kind of how depressing it is that you can go through life with all of these blind spots about how people work
Right. Right.
and still end up in a spot to buy a Tesla.
right. Right. Yeah, that they just fell ass backwards into a Tesla.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
No,
I don't have any good news here.
we can go back to the Jag van, but but yeah, you're right, because like, okay, like good tongue in cheek, gas sucks. I charge my car. I don't have to use gas. Thanks for the fucking reminder, right?
Right.
Also, like, it's not like a Tesla is like so much better for the environment.
Right. I mean, there's that aspect of it,
Right.
but
Like-
it's also just like by now, like it's a thing. It's like a
Right.
meme.
Yes. Of out of touch Tesla owners. Right?
Yeah, and it's so. I mean, it's not like you're being original.
Right. Exactly. You're not disrupting the vanity plate market.
Right.
Right.
And so it's again, who is it for?
Right.
It's for other people who are very like-minded
Uh-huh.
as you are,
Yes.
who you all laugh at the same joke.
Right.
And there's a name for that. It's a circle jerk.
You're right. You're exactly right. Yep.
And like a passerby
Yeah.
to a circle jerk, not pleased.
No, they're
That ruins their day.
It does.
If you drive by a circle jerk, that's not like, guess what I saw.
right. It'd be, officer, this is what I saw.
Right. Right.
Right. Yeah. No, you're exactly right. The fucking Tesla people. It's like if Tesla had a boutique brand like Toyota to Lexus, right, or Lexus to Toyota. If they had a brand that was different, just for the douchery, right, and then everyone else gets the normal thing.
Oh,
right?
I see.
Yeah. So like they quiz you when you come in to buy your Tesla.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, what are we thinking as far as license plates go? Right? Or what have you talked about lately? Right?
Yeah. Right.
It's, you know what?
How much Tesla stock do you own?
There you go. Right. And how many people have you told that you're a shareholder?
Right.
It's like, okay.
That's the reward for the referral program. You know they have that referral program?
Yes.
So instead of like, you get to graduate to the other badge.
Yes.
And so like, that's just the badge that like lets all of us know like, okay.
Right. Right.
Okay, buddy.
Right.
Right.
You know, the things, maybe you don't because you would never do this, but the car insurance stuff where you plug the sensor into your OBD.
Yeah, I'm aware that it exists, but yeah, I always find it like, why would you do that? It's crazy.
I have a friend of mine that did. Yeah. Right. Or like now they have just apps that you run on your phone that use the accelerometer.
Absolutely not.
Right. Right.
Rather throw my phone in the ocean.
But let's say that there was a Tesla app
Yeah.
that you installed before you got the car. And that it tracked your browsing history, it listened to your conversation.
Yeah, it's like Shazam to see how often you say the words Elon Musk.
There you go. It follows you on Twitter.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I love this. Yes.
Right. And then it slots you into you basically want the Honda Civic but of Teslas. Right?
Yes.
You have the thing. You're a sane person who's not part of the circle jerk.
Right.
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 Or you are. Right.
Well, and you would also it'd be because maybe you're brand new to this circle jerk, so you need the 2.0 version would be like your kind of predilection for circle jerks. So have you in the past done CrossFit? Have you at any point in your life been vegan?
Right.
That and that would also play into it.
Right.
Like how sucked in are you gonna get to this?
Ian,
have you ever owned a Harley Davidson?
See, that's good.
Right.
That's really good. Also, I love that you're already improving on our fictional app. You've already issued a 2.0.
You got to have a roadmap. You can't launch without a roadmap. You know?
You're right.
You can't just launch the product and be like, okay, we're done.
This shit isn't getting to Mars on 1.0.
Relentless improvement.
I love it. Yeah.
It is funny, though, that the Harley people and the Tesla people, they're the same people. Right? Because they do the same thing of their car, their bike, whatever, becomes their entire personality.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes instead of expanding it to other people, it makes other people turned off by it, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. It's why wouldn't you want to be part of this club? Look at all the fun we have. You know? And they're like,
We have, it's like that Carlin. There's a famous George Carlin bit about how any group that gets too self-involved eventually they start to have hats. And if you have any group that has hats, that's how you know you're in trouble. I'd never be a part of a group that has hats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same sort of thing here.
Nice. Well, I'm sorry to hear that the Tesla people are still goddamn
at it again.
They are. Well, Ian,
world weary sigh. Must mean that's the end of the segment.
And scene. Ian, to loop it back to CARSTANZAs, this is something I've been keeping for a while. Okay. I think on tonight's show, now that you have co-producer, co-engineer abilities.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
We've recently given
make
you
some room. Let me close my laptop.
Your annual performance review, and we're giving you a promotion around here at Apex Adjacent.
Apex Adjacent Industries.
Yes. Yeah. So tonight, Ian, I have a CARSTANZA investigation for you.
Okay.
I have been through, talk people through that like mental kind of like leap, those leaps that we kind of get when we see a CARSTANZA, like that kind of thought process, right?
Right. It's always like what is that? What am I looking at? And then it's like, oh shit, that's a thing, and they've done something to it, and then it's why.
Right. And also a lot of self-doubt sprinkled throughout, right?
Yeah, like do I not remember how an M5 looks?
Right. Yeah. Or they did make a blah blah blah, right?
Right. Yeah. Did they do quad exhausts on those?
Right.
That's always a good one.
Right.
Or the wheels. Is that an OEM wheel?
Right.
Doesn't look like an OEM wheel.
Right.
It might be.
Yeah. So, and I think that kind of like that introspection into our own CARSTANZA investigation process is the stuff that I really love. Like, I think that's what makes that separates us from just the haters, right?
Right. Okay.
You know?
I don't know. You got to dig in. You got to dig in.
Right? And admit that the fault just couldn't be on that side of the screen. It could be with our logic or reasoning or, all right.
True. Yeah. I forgot about this submodel of Honda Odyssey BMW.
Right, exactly, right? Being vulnerable about our process.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta come at this with humility. You don't get to where we are. The little dose of humility.
Right. Exactly.
Hosting everyone's 12th favorite Denver-based car show.
Exactly. I always tell people I'm their third favorite redhead.
Yeah.
I just assume there's two in front of me. Yeah. Okay. So I have a CARSTANZA investigation for you.
Okay.
Been saving it for a while.
I'm excited.
Right? I'm going to go ahead and avert your eyes.
Okay. I'll avert my eyes.
Yeah. And we're going to get this ready. We're going to tee this up. It's been cooking in the Ian Don't Look folder since, oh gosh. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the day. I can't find the date. Who cares?
It's cooking. It's been stewing.
All right, so here we
Marinating.
go. We're getting this ready. All right,
okay.
There's the Tesla plate. Okay. All right, Ian, you can look. Okay? Tell the folks what you see.
Okay. Yeah. It's a flattish black. No, not flat black. It's a BMW. It's badged as an X6M.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I would probably just roll right past that and not even notice it. But I think the exhaust tips aren't right.
Okay.
Maybe.
So the process begins.
Yeah.
Where we think there might be something a little screwy.
Yeah, and on second look, that M badge doesn't look cool. Oh, yeah, no, that's not the right size badge, right? It's also...
See?
Oh, is that where it's supposed to be? Man, I have so many questions. Oh, and it's got a sharpest ride plate, so the alarm bells should already be going off.
Right? Okay.
It's kind of in Denver, it's kind of a shady-ish car place.
Yeah. Right?
Okay.
So then also there is a second picture.
Okay.
That may come in handy in the investigation.
Oh.
Okay. So a solid side view here. This was taken when it was snowing, so this is how long I've been sitting on this.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ian.
Yeah.
You have control of the computer.
Okay.
You start doing what you do, and I'll narrate your process.
Okay.
So Ian's seen these two pictures of this BMW X6M-ish, and we're going to find out if it's real or not. So first thing he's Googling out of the gate, BMW X6 Wiki. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to the wiki.
I want to find the generation, which generation this is.
We're looking for the generation, okay? All right.
So there's only, 3 of them?
I think only, yeah.
So I think it's the second gen is what we're looking at, right?
We'll scroll up a little bit here and look at the first. Okay, and then let's go back and
look at these taillights. Oh, it might be a first gen.
Okay, all right. So it's a first gen X6.
Let's look at this one. There's a second gen.
I think that back rear diffuser area is a little bit different.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay, and also go back. Okay, you see the vent on the front quarter panel?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
You're right. Oh yeah, no vent.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it's a first gen.
Okay. So like we put our first like thumbtack in the map.
It's a first gen X6.
Yep.
Something.
Right. Is it an M or not?
Right.
And then there's additional questions that come out of that, as I bet you and I are thinking the same thing.
Well, it's so confusing because already at this point, in 2008, they've already started with the M Sport thing, and you know, and you can get different packages and stuff like that. But for sure, it's a little suspect,
right?
So there is an X6M pictured here,
but
yes, I thought so. Yes, so M cars have, if it's a true M, it has quad exhausts.
Okay,
it's been the case for years.
Okay,
the wheels are different, but that's not necessarily conclusive.
Right.
Crucially, though, this badge.
Yep. The badge is further over away from the right taillight. Go back to the
and there's more space between the 6 and the M Sport.
Yep. Not that one. The other. Yep. There you go. Yep. Yeah. See how that's all crammed. So the X kind of lines up with this line from like the license plate dent area.
Yeah.
Kind of the hinge of the X. So see where it lines up on the real one. It lines up with the 6 on the real one.
Right. Oh, that brings up so many other questions, though.
Okay. Now there's one other M detail that's typically shown that M cars typically have.
Wheels? No.
Well, all M cars do have wheels.
Okay.
But you're close.
Right up here, right?
There you go. The front quarter panel little vent thing. Right?
Oh, you're right.
And you can see that's
it's a side marker.
Right. Where the side marker is.
Yep.
This car, the CARSTANZA investigation car, the black one, does not have it.
You're right. We're looking at a fraudulent one. I also wasn't sure if they would have the X-Drive.
The X-Drive sticker, yeah.
I wasn't sure when. Because, see, that's another thing I don't know. Was the first gen X6M always four-wheel drive? I think it was.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Right.
So many questions.
We're heading back to the wiki.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
We're going to go X6M, first gen.
Okay.
And low.
4.4 liter turbocharged V8.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. All-wheel drive
They do have
system.
all-wheel drive.
Okay.
This did not have an X-Drive badge on it, but that's not
conclusive
either.
Right.
The other question, though, is was there an M Sport package that you could get that would give you that badge but not be a full-blown X6M?
I don't think so, unless it said M Sport specifically, because there's no way BMW would let an X6M and an X6M Sport package carry the same badging.
You know, you say that.
But we are dealing with BMW here.
And it would be, we're going to say what, a 2000?
Yeah.
It's got to be the 9 to 14?
Yeah.
We'll say 2014.
Right.
2014.
Okay, he's Googling BMW X6M Sport 2014.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. No, I have not seen our wheel yet.
Right. Or are those the wheels? The X-Drive 50i?
Where do you see that one? Up here?
Yeah. Are those the same wheels? Oh, it's a
Oh
YouTube
no, it's
video.
a YouTube.
Give it
Stop!
back,
Stop!
back.
Stop!
Close.
Abort. No, but you know what I do notice is that grill or the side marker is the same.
Right. On the M
It's
Sport.
the
Oh,
same.
there's the back of the M Sport. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Yep.
And there is no.
Right. Yep.
Oh dear Lord.
It's a huge image. Okay. This kind of stuff comes in clutch for CARSTANZA
But yeah.
investigations.
It's that is the X6 non-M
Yep.
tailpipes. That's to me the biggest clue, right?
Right.
And then you're right. The grill. This is a different body style because this is a newer body style because it has this
vent. Yeah.
this gill here. But yeah,
Gill.
you're right.
Yeah.
There should be
Right.
that vent there.
So given the evidence that you've seen before you today,
Oh yeah.
how confident are you that is a CARSTANZA X6? Because then I have subsequent questions after that.
Yeah.
So
no.
let's just kind of keep it at that.
I'm very confident because these are not. I'm going to say I'm 85% sure these are not wheels that were delivered with any sort of M product.
Okay.
I'm very sure that these tailpipes are wrong, and this just looks like all sorts of screwed up.
Yeah, the badge being crooked, the M badge. Now,
none of these badges look right.
right. Right. This is a Yugo. So
Right.
So Ian, this brings me to my next question. This is what I feel is truly the biggest
I feel like you're going to be like, joke's on you.
I don't know. I firmly believe it is not an X6M.
Okay.
That's what I believe. So I think
Yeah.
I think I was leading the witness a little bit in this.
A little bit.
But I think you and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're seeing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The big question is, you know it's serious because I'm pointing at you.
I like how I was in this analogy, both the witness and the judge.
Exactly. Yes.
This courtroom is out of order. Anyway, go ahead.
Wait, you're not doing the transcription? Okay. Was the person that purchased this vehicle, were they CARSTANZA'd
Yep.
or are they the CARSTANZER?
Yeah.
Right?
That was one of my first questions too, given
The sharpest ride.
the
sticker.
sharpest ride stickers.
Has somebody tried to up-badge this
Yeah.
and sell it as an X6M?
Yeah. It's a good question. I wonder, and I always wonder like how often that actually happens.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Or they'll say like M package or
Right.
you just make shit up,
Right.
you know, because there's like one like M thing on the window sticker, you know, like it has
Right.
the M seats or it has the M brakes or something like that.
Right.
And so they slap that M badge on there
Right.
and kind of take advantage.
I feel like the only thing that goes in this person being the CARSTANZER, right? The person that owns this vehicle being the perpetrator, right? The criminal in this case, is how crooked that M badge is and how shoddily placed it is. I feel like if Sharpest Rides was to try to pass this off, the badge would have at least been straight.
Oh, yeah. And I don't think necessarily that they would have gone out of their way to do that.
Okay.
But what I've always wondered about these cars, because this is a several-year-old car at this point,
Right.
is what happens to them when they get resold
Right.
with those extra badges on them? Like when someone trades one in.
Right.
You know, like this sort of place isn't going to go out of their way to unfuck this.
Right. They're going to pull the VIN and see it for what it is.
Yeah.
They're going to price it accordingly. Right.
But they're not going to spend any extra time
right.
to undo that.
They only apply the vinyl stickers.
Yeah. You know, like what do people do when a car arrives and they've said, okay, I'll buy this car and it has one of these extra badges on it?
I have an answer for you.
Oh,
I do. I have an answer for you. It's a little bit of a rhetorical, but I want you to think about yourself in this situation.
okay.
How often do you get into a rental car and have a bunch of Bluetooth phones paired to it And it seems like you're the only one out there deleting the Bluetooth phones out of rental cars, right?
You're right.
There's probably someone else. I mean, I do it too, right?
Yeah.
You know, deleting those Bluetooth phones, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're in the minority.
Yeah.
And that whenever you and I get a rental car, or I had that LS loaner from Cooney that had a bunch of phones in it, and all kinds of stuff that it shouldn't have, right? Like that was from a Lexus dealer, right? You're exactly right. Like sharpest rides isn't going to sink the resources into like cleaning up weird badging on a car that they just sell at like, you know, it's an X6.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? I think the people that would go through the dental floss and heat gun to fix that, right? When they, like, let's say your sharpest rides, right? And you have this car listed on your website, and it just says X6. You're not misleading people and saying X6M. It just says X6. Somebody comes in, they're like, oh, it's got the M package, and they're like, the person could just be like, oh yeah, you know, it's like the brakes or whatever, you know, like who knows, right? No, like it's it's an X6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's also, I mean, it's like, you know, the self-selection thing of like, if you're the sort of person who would go through and remove it, and you wouldn't have that sort of business.
Right.
And your customers aren't the people who are going to be coming in and be very exacting about like, this is not the X6M.
Right. Yeah.
So this is not a, we've really gone the extremes of humanity. And actually, I mean, even the first one, even though it brought us joy, like it brought us joy partly because we thought that person was being slightly shitty to another human. We're not especially hopeful about our fellow man in this episode.
This episode's a little darker than it seemed, right?
Yeah. And I think, you know, I provided a lot of the pictures for this one. I feel like my personality sort of took over this one a little bit. My worldview took over a little bit too much on this show. We need to push it back into the darkness. Back.
You know, okay, so we're gonna take down the BMW and we're just gonna talk for a second.
Oh boy.
Because this is non-car, this is real, okay?
I can stop recording. You gave me a keyboard.
Okay. It won't take long.
Oh boy.
But your philosophy has actually been, I've adapted some of your philosophical views. Happy candy boy. Okay. All right. But in my own kind of way, I put my own spin on it. So what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, is your philosophy is largely everything is stupid.
Yeah, everything is dumb and only getting dumber. Correct, yes.
Okay. All right. So one thing that's really been helping me cope with like how bad things have been over the last, 5 years or so, right? Trump, the pandemic, everything, right? Is when there's kind of like an inflection point or like a decision point or some kind of like piece of legislation or some kind of like news thing, I think about what would be the dumbest thing to happen or the most disappointing thing to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what I plan on happening.
Yeah.
And then when it does, which it largely does way too often, right? Because
you're prepared. Everything is dumb and can only get dumber. Yeah. I tweeted something a few weeks ago or whatever. I don't remember what it was in response to, but I've been thinking a lot about the second law of thermodynamics.
Right.
Which is entropy.
Yeah.
And like how things can only go from order to disorder.
Right.
And I think there's a parallel one for civilization.
Right.
Which is just things can only go from a state of dumb to more dumb.
Right.
Yeah. And it's something I've been thinking about for a long time because like I remember it was like in 2016 or 2017, early 2017, I think. Jenny and I went to England. And we were walking around London and just being like like commenting on how crazy it is that like pluralistic society, you know, and just like seeing cosmopolitan cities like that, like this,
Right.
and just being like, nah, is crazy to me.
Right.
Like it's an insane thing to me, and just being like, no, this is not good,
Right.
and like we need to go back to something before.
Right.
Is a weird, crazy thing to think, and to just think that like the downfall of civilization is just going to be people being like, you know what, I'm not bothered. I just don't care. You know, like that's weird.
Right. Right.
But it leads to my worldview of things are dumb and only getting dumber.
Right. Right. Yeah. So my wife will be like, did you see, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I did, because I knew that like this vote was going to happen, or that like, you know, McCarthy is going to meet with Trump. And it's like, yeah, just think of the dumbest thing to happen. And then you're not surprised.
Right.
Yeah. It still sucks. It's still awful, but like it takes some of the sting out of it when you're just like, think of the dumbest thing, right? Think like
not the worst thing, not the most malicious thing, the dumbest thing.
Right. Like let's say we had a cruise ship sitting off, you know, America's shores with people that had coronavirus. Okay. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do?
What's the dumbest possible reaction?
What's the dumbest reaction?
Well, if they come on shore, that makes the
numbers go
up.
Right?
Yeah.
The dumbest thing.
Yes.
Right?
Just moving us ever closer to civilization entropy.
Yeah. So I just want you to know that your philosophy has rubbed off on me, Taffy Sunshine Boy. And it's helping me. It's helping me cope.
If there's anything that people say about me, it's that I rub off all over the place. Anyway, so this was a car show.
This was a car show.
Despite that ending, despite that obnoxiously sincere ending, this was a car show. If you liked this, you should subscribe, because you know, furthering the dumbness of our society with the phrase like, share, subscribe. Do those things, I guess. You can call and leave us a voicemail, or send us a text, or even a picture, I've been told.
720-515-1391.
Or you can email us at apexadjacent@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That was a car show.
Yeah.
Dave, you have anything else to add?
We love you, everybody.
We love you. Goodbye.